James Bond through the years, actors who perfectly played 007. Agent 007 has been played by numerous stunningly handsome guys throughout the years. From Sean Connery to Daniel Craig, these are performers who nailed the role. In 1953, a novelist called Ian Fleming released the book Casino Royale with little idea of the cultural influence that his work would have on the globe. The popularity of the novel and subsequent sequels of the espionage-sque fiction centered on a suave British naval commander James Bond. Fleming's writings gave enough food for eager movie producers to endure for more than 50 years in the shape of 26 films to date. James Bond has a fantastic screen presence. He has become connected with everything British in a guy over the years. His charisma, style, intelligence, power, luxurious cars, and fashion sense ensured his favor among the fairer sex. Number 1. Sean Connery, 1962-67. Bond, James Bond, the legendary phrases that characterized James Bond and his flawless style. If you ask anyone from his generation about him, they will swear that Connery is Mr. Bond. He captured the actual spirit of the role and captivated the viewers with his screen presence as the handsome spy. From 1962 through 1967, he was the original face of 007, debuting as Mr. Bond in Dr. No and going on to appear in 5 more films. Fleming was so taken by Connery's performance that he based his future writings about James Bond with Sean Connery in mind. Due to popular demand, the actor was the only one to reprise his part in 1971 and again in 1983. He appeared in 7 Bond films. Number 2. David Niven, 1967. He failed to make an impression as James Bond in Casino Royale. Number 3. George Lazenby, 1969. On Her Majesty's Secret Service was the only film in which the Australian model appeared. Number 4. Roger Moore, 1973-1985. Moore played James Bond in 7 films that did well at the box office, including Moonraker, Octopussy, and Live and Let Die. Please subscribe the channel if you didn't subscribe yet. Number 5. Timothy Dalton, 1987-89. The image of James Bond was to shift, with Dalton portraying a no-nonsense James Bond as contrasted to Moore's more light-hearted character. Dalton stayed the closest to the original role as outlined by Fleming. His agreement was not extended after The Living Daylights and A License to Kill. Number 6. Pierce Brosnan, 1995-2002. With 4 Bond films, his role as Bond reintroduced the character while also modernizing it. For the audience, Brosnan made 007 a little more interesting. Number 7. Daniel Craig, 2005 till date. Craig, who has 4 films till now, was dismissed as James Bond when he was cast in the role. He has, however, combined the seriousness and humor of earlier characters to create a stylish image of modern-day James Bond. Subscribe to watch more videos like this. Turn on notification. Leave a like to help the channel.